John Hillerman, best known for playing Johnathan Higgins III on Magnum P.I., has died. John Hillerman was born in Denison, Texas, December 20th, 1932, and he died November 9th, 2017, in Houston, Texas, at the age of 84. John Hillerman's acting career dated back to 1959 when he played on Broadway. His film career in acting dated from 1970 when he had the uncredited role as a reporter in the movie They Call Me Mr. Tibbs. The role of Johnathan Higgins was the perfect role for John Hillerman. There's a reason he's best known for that role, because it was the perfect role for him. His experience on Broadway and his other experience in acting on television and film, it prepared him for that role, that special role that we all loved him for. The character of Johnathan Higgins was a rather odd role in that he played both a friend to Thomas Magnum, and yet he also played the foil to Thomas Magnum. He was both friend and yet kind of, sort of, an enemy. But the back and forth between Higgins and Magnum always had a level of pleasantry to it, and it was entertaining. It wasn't dark, it was light. And that's what added to the show, Magnum P.I. And toward the end of the series, the question was raised by Thomas Magnum. The theory was put there that perhaps Johnathan Higgins and Robin Masters, the owner of the estate, Robin Masters, that Johnathan Higgins and Robin Masters were the same person. And that kind of adds to that they were friends and yet foils to one another. Even though Higgins acted like he didn't want Magnum there, toward the end, even if Higgins and Masters were not the same person, it brought home the fact that in truth, Higgins did want Magnum there on the estate, and that was brought forth, toward the end of the series. They didn't come out and say they were the same person, but it was kind of put forth, and that presented kind of a final explanation to the relationship between Magnum and Higgins, and that really Higgins actually did want Magnum there. And Magnum realized that toward the end of the series. So anyway, Magnum P.I. was a very enjoyable show, and it still is in reruns. I still watch it in reruns sometimes. It's really an enjoyable show. And the part that John Hillerman brought the character Johnathan Higgins to life. He definitely helped make the show what it was. John Hillerman will be missed. More about John Hillerman. At the time of his death, his estimated net worth is around $5 million. In my book, that's considered good middle-class rich, not filthy rich, middle-class rich. Good money, not poor. He come from modest means. His father owned a gas station. His mother owned a beauty parlor. They were mom and pop businesses. He come from that type of background. In 1953, this is before he went into acting, he joined the United States Air Force. He did maintenance on B-36 Strategic Air Command. He went on to become a sergeant until 1957. In 1957, he decided to leave the military, and as we know, his work on Broadway began in 1959. So he lived a good life as far as I can tell. Good life. Still, he will be missed. He will be missed. Much thanks for watching and listening, well, mostly listening, because I didn't show my ugly mug in this one, but much thanks for listening.